All right, so I've been in the process of doing some of my coaching grades for the 2024 cycle today, and we had some breaking news as I was doing that. All right, so Jerry Kill is stepping down at New Mexico State, and they are hiring Tony Sanchez, the wide receivers coach. So we're going to get into that here, kind of give my grade for that, and this is a borderline instant reaction because, like I said, I was working on another coach actually, and this just came across my desk. So long story short, Jerry Kill, former Minnesota coach, former Northern Illinois head coach, has done pretty good in New Mexico State, has them at like 10 wins this year, which is really impressive for New Mexico State. And he's stepping down kind of out of the blue. And from what I'm hearing, he's not stepping down for health reasons. He has done that before at Minnesota. But from what I'm hearing, it looks like he's most likely headed to Vanderbilt to be an assistant in an off-the-field role, most likely. But they go the in-house route instead of opening it up and hiring somebody. They just hire the wide receivers coach, Tony Sanchez, who does have head coaching experience before, was the head coach at UNLV, went 20-40, so not the most impressive resume. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into this a little bit, shall we? All right, so like I said, Tony Sanchez, wide receivers coach, has been a UNLV head coach before. Like you can see here, 20 wins. My bad, let me scroll down so y'all can see it. 20 wins. Let me highlight it for you if I can get this crap off my screen. 20 wins, 40 losses. All right, so not the best winning percentage there by any means. But comes to New Mexico State now, is the receivers coach, and is now the head coach at New Mexico State. So interesting hire, replacing Jerry Kill, like I said. Let me go Jerry Kill real quick. Who did a pretty good job here, really. Was at Northern Illinois a while back when they made the Orange Bowl, and then took that to Minnesota, and then took a couple assistant jobs, Rutgers, Virginia Tech, TCU, ended up in New Mexico State. And like I said, has done a really good job the past couple of years, getting them to 10 wins, getting them to bowl games. But let's go ahead and look at New Mexico State's recruiting rankings and their transfer portal rankings here, because this is kind of what's going to make or break this hire now, because you've already committed to Sanchez now. But let me scroll up a little bit for y'all. All right, so it looks like the recruiting rank, as you can see here, 167th, which is not very good because there's not even 167 D1 teams in football. So they are below some D2 schools here, some FCS schools, so not very pretty as far as the roster that is being left for him. Transfer rankings, looks like they haven't really brought in anybody, but that means they haven't lost anybody either. So, depends on if you can hold on to your guys, kind of what's going to come down to here. But as far as the recruits here, got let's see, 2 3-stars, 1 no-star, and 1 2-star. That's what they've got at the moment. But like I said, a lot of this basically is going to come down to if he can keep the guys in-house that he has now and keep them from leaving. But Jerry Kill has done a pretty good job. Leaves Sanchez a pretty good roster if he can keep it. But Sanchez, like I said, is not really won ball games as a head coach before. So that kind of gives me a little worry here. It gives me a little pause as to why they didn't open it up and instead just went in-house with somebody with head coaching experience. So he does have head coaching experience, so that's can be a plus depending on what route you want to go. Some people value head coaching experience. Some other people value upside. Just depends on the hire and the fit. As far as the fit here, the coaching grade, I'm going to give it a D-. I'm not very inspired by this hire, unfortunately. I wish they would have just opened up and hired from the outside. But hey, Tony Sanchez may prove me wrong. He may be a good hire here, but I don't think this is a good hire. I'm going to go with the D-, which is the lowest I've given so far in this cycle. Let me know your thoughts on this hire down in the comment section. Comment down below, like this video, and subscribe.